So guys, this is the release day of the super premium collection of Prismatic Evolutions, and I just want to tell you about my experience trying to get one. And obviously it is a super popular product, and it seemed in the beginning like there was a ton printed, but I mean, just by seeing a couple of pallets stacked with cardboard for these boxes, it doesn't compare to the scale of popularity that this hobby is really for. And so I kind of expected being hard to get. But so on release day today, I thought maybe I can try some of the local stores right here. And so I think 2 days ago, I mailed Super Bazaar right here in Belgium, where I did get my Journey Together ETB for 55 euros, which is a very good price, obviously. And I mailed them and said, like, would you have any of the super premium collections available the next couple of days or weeks, perhaps? And what they told me, and I probably will show you guys some screenshots from the mails that I've sent and that I've gotten from them. It is in Dutch though, so just keep in mind that it's in Dutch, so you might want to use a translator if necessary. But basically they told me, well, you cannot make any reservations, but every store will have a limited amount available. And I thought, oh, that's great. There's a Super Bazaar just 500 meters from my house. So I can just drive there, maybe go a little bit in advance to be sure. And so I did. I went to the store like really early in the morning. I was like, you know what? Sometimes in the morning I just watch a couple of videos. Might as well do it on the parking lot there whilst I'm eating some breakfast in my car. So that's what I did. And so a couple of minutes before the store opens, a couple of people arrived also for the same interest. But nothing insane, not a huge line or so. And so the doors opened and three of us right away went to the place where we had to pay. What do you call that? The lobby? I don't know. But, and we asked them, like, are the new Pokemon boxes in or available? They said, on which name? Did you make a reservation? And the funny thing is, in the mails that I send, they also said, like, you cannot make any reservations. So I was like, wait, they told me you couldn't make reservations. And then they were like, well, there were reservations early on, but then we had to shut them down because it was too much. And they won't do any other reservations in the future either. And I thought, like, that's a bummer, because this is probably one of the most popular products that has ever been released, or definitely this year. But I think overall one of the most popular products in the last couple of years, probably. But they didn't have any. So all of us three just went to our car. I did not know these people, by the way. But like, it was one guy with his daughter, and then another guy probably around my age or a little bit younger, maybe. I don't know. Then I thought, like, there's another one nearby, a couple of, like, I think like 3-4 kilometers from that one. So I drove there, and when I got out of my car, I see the same guys getting out of their car. So we were like, oh, well, we thought the same thing, right? So we tried another store. We asked the woman at the lobby as well, the cashier, and she said, yeah, it's only on reservations as well. We're like, oh, damn, it's gonna be the same thing in all these stores, isn't it? And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna drive a little bit further to another one, like 10 kilometers from that one probably. And I know that's the biggest one basically in Belgium, as far as I know, because that was one of the first that ever existed, the Super Bazaar. And so I went there and I asked to one of the workers there, and another guy was also asking the same question. A guy probably between his 40s and his 50s, I think, maybe for his kids, I don't know. But so I asked, and they said like, no, they did have some in reserve that day, so they did have a couple of them, but on opening there was a huge line apparently, and they got sold out pretty fast. It's very funny because the same guy that that I'm talking about right now, I just see going in in the store. Very funny. I think I'm gonna talk to him like if he comes out again. I hope he gets one. I hope he gets one. Spoilers. But okay, so we went there and they said like, no, there's not any more available. But they said, you might go to another one a little bit farther. So another one, the fourth one, because they did had a couple of extra in a reservation. They made more reservations for this box apparently, and I thought, well, it is half an hour drive to there. So do I want to do that? It's quite a couple of kilometers away. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna set the routes on my GPS, and I'm gonna call them first. So I called them and I said like, would you by any chance have some of these boxes left? And they said, yeah, we have around 20. I'm like, okay, well, would it be possible for me to come buy one right now? Because it will take me like a couple of kilometers, like half an hour probably to get there. And they said like, yeah, you can come over here, but you cannot make a reservation for these. But you can definitely come over. So I thought like, I'm gonna try my luck and go over there. If they're sold out by then so be it. So I drove there, and I'm right here right now. I'm just outside of the store. And good news, I got one super premium collection from Prismatic Evolutions. And why would you try to get this in stores like these? Because not all stores sell them for the same price. And I paid for this one, you can see it right here, 114 euros, 115 euros. And when you know that MSRP in the United States is like 90, this is not a bad price, because the market price right now goes between 200 and 250 euros, and I did reserve or pre-order a couple of these boxes at around 230 just to be sure I have some. But I'm super glad that I really got one at a actually decent price for this. I'm obviously not gonna open this one. I have not received my other ones either, so this is, but for now, this is the only one that I have. But it was a success. There were no fights that I saw. There were no huge lines. They did have a limitation of one per person. And it's, I'm glad to hear that they're not doing any pre-orders anymore. I think it's better to just have the product in the stores themselves. Like how silly is it that on release day the product is not in the stores, because it's all bought up because of pre-orders, and it makes sense. So I think it's a good thing that they stopped doing pre-orders, and I hope of course it gets better in the future. This is so far probably the most popular product of the year. Maybe except the Pokemon Center ETB from Prismatic, but we don't even have those. So I'm just gonna talk to this guy. Just see him coming outside, guys. That was funny. Yeah, so it was the same guy. When I got outside, I was like, hey! He's like, hey, they still have some. And I said, I know, I have one. So it's cool to see that some people are happy to get one of these. I don't know if it's for himself or for some kids, but it's definitely good that there's a limitation on the products, and they should not give more out than one of these. I think it's a super premium collection. Like if it's some sleeve booster packs or so, maybe a couple loose packs, then okay, you can understand them making a limit of like maybe 5 or 2 or 3, I don't know. But a super premium collection limitation of 1, I think it's correct. It's definitely in the market that we're in right now. So guys, let me know, how is your experience with the release of the super premium collection? I did not expect to get one after my first store that I visited. I thought like, oh damn, this is a bummer, right? So, but glad that I actually did manage to get one, and we're happy to get one, right? So let me know, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick release update. I hope you guys were able to get one of your own as well. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other update videos and some of my openings on the channel. I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Bye.